Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, the show.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Walker to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Boilermakers offense has the ball for the first time. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw it. got it. They will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. To see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Morton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Walker will fire. Fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Handoff to the single running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The draw. draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determinant in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't get you've already had success with running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Walker to throw. Flips it out on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done...
Turning it on! Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three. The game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Walker will fire. The screen, he can go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. You really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on.
There he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Diamond receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. The field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. San Diego Sudhole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 619. That's this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Purdue offense heads... to the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's in open space downfield. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close. From 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their... Haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Walker to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Right down the gut of the field. The tag. Touchdown, Boilermaker. The defense putting points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Rush is on him. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Walker will fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Lee. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. To the air on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Pulled down for the tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have a cushion, but... Want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking left. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Pulls it in. It's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Walker to throw. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And now the ball is free in the end zone. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we